Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's so nice to have you guys here. I'm taking a look at the energies for all the signs really, but I've separated them into different videos because obviously there's a bit of detail that's going into them. I'm looking at your energies around this eclipse in Sagittarius. I'm looking at the areas in your life that is going to be affected, and it's going to be affected by change. So it'll be nice for you to know and to be aware of this and to know how to align with it. Sagittarius is associated with relationships, so it's always going to be your relationship with or that particular area and how your relationship is affected by it. So we're looking at what Spirit is wanting to bring your attention to, so that you can align with it, not push up against it, not resist the changes, because you've asked for them on a soul level. And also, it's painful, it's inevitable, and we just make it painful when we push up against it and we exhaust ourselves, and there's no need to do that. Don't limit yourself. You know, Spirit wants to help you progress. There's so much love for you. It's not to hinder. Okay, so we are starting this reading for Leo, with Leo. I've already blessed the space. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have the flame, sacred flame going. Allow yourself to take a few deep breaths. Settle into your intuition. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you through these messages, what is for you and what is not. It's a collective reading. Not everything is going to fit, but to give you the intuition, the insight to know what is for you and what Spirit is wanting you to be aware of, to be open to this. Sometimes it's difficult for us to hear or to welcome information that challenges belief patterns and mindsets that we are very, very rooted in. And often those need to be challenged because they limit us or hinder us in some way, if they are. You know, so to be open to that. Have an open mind, open your heart. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you. Okay. And if you want to pause the video and take a few minutes to light an incense stick, cleanse your space, light a candle, go ahead and do so. Make the most of this time. Make the most of the energies. All right, thank you, Spirit. We're looking at Leo. What does Leo need to know at this point in time, during this time with the eclipse in Sagittarius, in Gemini season? Leo, the area of your life that is going to be affected by this energy. The areas children and fertility. Now, children can also be symbolic. Fertility can also be symbolic of the things that you've been wanting to give life to, that you've been struggling with. Creativity. What is it that you've come here to create? These eggs that don't hatch and these seeds that never grow and that sort of thing. But for most of you, it is specifically focused on your children and what you've created in this world. What have you mothered and fathered in your life? And how have you been nurturing and appreciating and dealing with that? Are you satisfied with it? Or have you been calling for change in your relationship with your children? Some of you might not have contact with your children. Whatever struggles and challenges you've been facing regarding this, Spirit has heard your prayers, your desires are known, and the solutions have already been created. You just need to align yourself with the outcomes. Spirit says that for some of you, with regards to your relationship with your children and your fertility, whether it is symbolic or fertility in relation to you making children or struggling to have kids, Spirit wants you to know and understand that it is serious. It requires and it deserves your attention. It deserves your investment, whether it's time or energy. for some of you, I don't know what this is about. I'm hearing that Spirit says some of you thought this was a game. So I don't know what that means for you. If maybe you thought you were maybe not taking things too seriously and you got somebody pregnant, and now you're realizing what it means to co-create. Whether you're co-creating with actual literal children or co-creating in various areas of your life. Who are you co-creating with? And are you who you need to be, or who you should be? Are you in the energy to nurture what it is you're creating? Okay. Leo, you've been going back and forth with something in your life. However, you recently found yourself really gaining and obtaining and feeling really strong in a particular area of your life. I'm seeing new love here. I'm seeing that you've met your dream partner. There's so much love between the two of you, and okay, now I'm understanding that's why Spirit is saying I thought it was a game for some of you. You were lighthearted about this connection and this relationship, and you were just showing your interest, and you were open to see where it goes, and this ended up becoming something really, really serious for you. And now you know it's not a game. This is beautiful here. The energy in your life is beautiful. You are working towards this connection. You are moving. The both of you want to build. Both of you want to build. You find this relationship to be nurturing, a safe place. The both of you need to do some work, though. Both of you have shadow work that you need to do, which Spirit says some of you have been putting off. And because of this, there will be some challenges in terms of possessions or empire. So what this means is, when you've created a space for yourself and it's just been you that's had a say, and you haven't had to consider anybody else because you've been the boss of that and the boss of your life, and now you've got to consider somebody else, and sometimes you can be a little bit selfish in that, or you can forget that you need to consider somebody else, and that can cause problems. When two people have been single, when someone's been single for a long time and now there's someone else they need to consider sometimes. Even though they really enjoy that initially, sometimes they can show a little bit of bad behavior regarding that because it takes adapting, and could possibly be that. Children and fertility. Allow yourself to think about this and what this means. If you don't have children, do you want children? Because I see there's a new relationship coming in. Do you want to have children with this person? Do they want to have children? These are things you need to consider and think about. Are you on the same page with regards to what it is you are wanting to create together? Have you really spoken about the details? Because two people can say, oh, I want to build an empire, and one person's vision of what an empire is can be very different to another's. Two people can say, oh, I want to have kids, and the one person could be considering having kids, being adopting children or something like that, and the other person could be considering kids to be pets. Specifics, you need to look at specifics here. Something new is coming to your space, and Spirit is saying to me, make sure that you don't assume and overlook the finer details, because they can cause issues for you in this new relationship. Be specific about what it is that you want, and allow the other person to be specific too, and then decide whether or not you're okay. Understand that if they don't want to have kids and it's something that you've wanted, are you willing then to compromise? Because you can't. Don't put yourself in a position to be resentful at a later stage. If you are in a situation where you are wondering whether or not someone else is going to want to have kids, Don't think for them, ask them, speak to them about it. Okay, we're moving on to Virgo. Let's see what Virgo has to say, what Spirit has to say for Virgo during this eclipse in Sagittarius. Virgo, the area of your life that is going to be affected by this energy is home. Your relationship with home, family, and your inherited beliefs. Are they serving you? Are you just sort of going along with them because that's what they are? Is it maybe time for you to take a new look at them, you know? So what Spirit says is that some of you have placed a lot of value in a particular relationship, and okay, so this could be someone that you're sharing a home with. This could be a family member, or someone you consider, this is someone really, really close, but you are going to find out things about this relationship that are not what they seem. And okay, so Virgo, it's time for you to establish your own, it's time for you to establish your own world, independent of the one that you found yourself being born into. That your life is just, your adult life has just become an extension of. What does home mean for you? And are you happy in it? Perhaps your beliefs around what home should be are too tied into that of your family, and you need to gain some independence regarding that. Because I'm definitely seeing that you're wanting to move in some sort of direction here. And it's not a direction, it's not a comfort zone, it's not a direction that you've always known. It's something new, it's very spirit guided. So it's away from what you've always known, it's away from what you call home at the moment. And once you do that, you will have victory. Spirit, you will land on your feet. You will land on your feet. You don't have to worry about that. I'm seeing that there's communication here that you are wanting to have. You are wanting to come in with strong, clear communication about how you feel and what it is you want. And also, there's a little bit of flirtation associated with it. Okay, you want a new beginning in love with someone here, Virgo. You've got a lot of good fortune coming in for you, so you'll definitely be able to make those changes in home and in family, and it'll be a good opportunity for you to establish what that is for you and to develop a sense of home and family within yourself. Allow yourself to make use of those changes. You've got good fortune coming in. I'm seeing a lot of stuff coming towards you, things, wealth, you know, things that are going to make you feel abundant and rich. There's a new opportunity in love here that I see you going towards. This conversation that you're wanting to have and this leap of faith towards this person, that's this person. This is a divine connection here. Somebody, two fruits from the same branch. And I see celebration with that. Okay. You're going to take it slow and you're going to take it easy though, but you are coming out of this. You've been in hiding for a little while, Virgo, where you've been really giving yourself an opportunity to change perspective. With this relationship, with you gaining clear perspective of this relationship and you cutting these ties, this is going to move you in the direction that you've wanted. Towards this person that you are going to have a new beginning in love with. You're going to be expressing certain things to them. You're going to express how you feel. You're going to express your thoughts. And you're going to do it in a light and flirtatious way. But it actually means a lot more to you than you are wanting to let up. Things are going to be shifting for you, Virgo. And the closing of this karmic cycle is the key for you to move upward and forward. Okay, we're looking at Libra. Libra, with the eclipse in Sagittarius, the area of your life that is going to be affected with these energies is communication. And remember now, Sagittarius is associated with relationships. So, communication in relationships. That is where you are going to be affected. Now, you must also please take the retrograde into account. So, what Spirit is saying is that you need to understand that communication is going to be affected regarding relationships. Allow yourself to set an intention to be aligned. To keep your vibration up. To keep your throat chakra clear and healthy. And to keep the vibration up there, allow yourself to hear and to listen from your intuition. Not just listen, you know, from a shallow point of view. Really listen to what it is people are saying to you. These relationships that you have. There is going to be communication for you. And sometimes people are going to communicate superficially because they don't know how you're going to respond. You need to listen with your intuition. There's more behind it. Okay. There's what Spirit is letting me know is that for some of you there is a mother wound. So some of you are having challenges in relationship with your mother. Communication. And there will be change in how you guys have been communicating. Some of you are dealing with, have been healing in a child, have been healing mother wounds. What this means is that this person has a mother wound, or you have a mother wound that has affected your communication in relationships. You're walking away, Libra, from something that's very burdensome. You are walking towards financial fulfillment, security, home, a sense of security. There is abundance for you. You don't want to do this alone, though. You want to do this with somebody. This person is on your mind a lot, but you are patient and peaceful. There's a lot that you've come to realize that has been hidden, that is not clear. You know, that maybe you and this person have assumed. Things haven't always gone well between the two of you, and obviously you moving towards this person is going to take a little bit of work. Something happened here, but you're walking away from something towards your happily ever after, towards your emotional, financial wellness, well-being and abundance, towards your big house, picket fence, big white house, picket fence, beautiful garden, mature garden, children playing in the garden, laughter, pets, money in the bank, everything. Okay, so with communication, there will be a tower. There will be another tower that is only going to move you further in this direction. But you have, Libra, you're not doing badly when it comes to your money. You've set certain things in place that is going to really, really support what you are moving towards. You are not giving up on what you want. However, you are feeling a bit guarded. And you're feeling a bit guarded about moving towards this person, possibly because of what's happened between you. And so you're being patient. Maybe you're waiting for inspiration. Maybe you're hoping this person's going to communicate with you. Either way, you will be led and guided by this. And if you are the one that's been holding off on communication, then change is required there. But if the person has not been, if you've been waiting for communication from this person, then align yourself with welcoming change, because it's possible that this person who has been quiet because of what's happened between you is going to come forth with some communication. Very, very possible. Or there will be an opportunity for communication. Okay. Libra, do what's best for you. Set an intention to be very, very aware and conscious surrounding communication and where you've been struggling to communicate in certain relationships. Set an intention to allow for the change that is required there. Do some work on your throat chakra. Make sure that you keep your vibration elevated. But you're Libra, you're normally very, very good with communication, so it could be where your throat chakra has been a little bit blocked, or where other people have not been able to meet you on the level that you want regarding communication, and maybe now that is opening up. Okay, we're moving on to Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Please let us know what is happening for Scorpio with this eclipse in Sagittarius, which is directly associated with relationship, because that's Sagittarius. And please help us to see and reveal where Scorpio needs to align and give their attention. Scorpio, the area that is affected for you with this eclipse is money. Your relationship with money. What is it that is affecting your relationship with money? It says, it feels as though I'm getting this feeling, this sense that you feel that you've been controlled regarding that. Okay. Okay, Scorpio, I'm seeing, what I see here is that for some of you, you've been in a situation where you are married to someone that controls the purse strings. This person's been in your life for a long time. It's possible that you knew them growing up and then you guys got married later. It's possible that you knew one another growing up and then you drifted apart and then you came back together later in life and you got married. You feel like this person is family. The person probably feels like your brother and sister. It is a soulmate connection that I'm seeing here, Scorpio. You've been manifesting something though, which means that something's not, you've not had the sense of well-being and wholeness that you'd like in a relationship. I'm also seeing cycles closing here. What is going on? You are not in a good place psychologically or mentally, so, and I'm not seeing that you're not with this person. So even though you feel very close to this person and you really value your relationship with them, you're not happy in this marriage. You've been manifesting something else. And I'm seeing that cycles are closing. For you, I think the thing that makes you feel stuck is, and frustrates you the most, is the money relationship. Is the money, whatever the situation is, whatever your relationship with money is. It's caused you a lot of mental conflict. Spirit is saying that you need to be willing to allow that wheel to turn. You need to close cycles that you know need to be closed, even though, you know what, we can value something and we can see the value of it, but it doesn't mean we must hold on to it and squeeze it. Sometimes we need to let things go and give them their space and give ourselves our space. A flower is very beautiful, but not everybody thinks it's the best idea to pick them, you know. Some people believe to leave them in the garden and let them grow and die naturally. How you handle relationships or a particular relationship. Just because it's a soulmate relationship doesn't mean you must share your life with that person. That might not be what you guys have contracted. You need to be open to the fact that loving people is unconditional. Sometimes we're only meant to be their friend. We can still have them in our lives, and sometimes we get more out of the relationship if we do that. But you've not been happy. Something is wrong here. You are wanting, there's somebody that you're feeling very distant from, that you have very deep emotions for. You've showed up as sneaky, and that's possibly because you are not really wanting to let go of this relationship, but you're not happy in it. And yeah, and there's this other person, so you're showing up as sneaky here, and you're showing up as toxic. You've shown up as toxic in this, and that's probably why there's this big gap between you and this other person that you feel very, very close to. You feel a very deep connection to. So you've been in a difficult place, and you need to actually give yourself a break, Scorpio. This has been a lot for you. Imagine being with somebody, sharing your life with someone that you feel is a soulmate, and then wanting to be with somebody else because you feel that you have a deep romantic connection with them, that they feel more like they get you on the kind of type of level that you want. They feel more like your kindred spirit. And you don't want to hurt this person that you have in your life, but you also value the other person. And then you find yourself not wanting to make a decision, which might be what has happened here, but you've not been happy. Yeah, and this person left you out in the cold. Spirit says that the reason why you behave this way is more about money than anything else. You've been wrestling with yourself, but you need to understand you're not going to be happy with anybody until you heal your relationship with money. Your relationship with money is symbolic of something for you. Your ability to take care of yourself and others, perhaps. But your relationship with money is coming under, you know, is coming under the microscope. So Scorpio, money and possessions. Your relationship with money. Are you doing it justice? Are you taking care of it? Are you nurturing your relationship with money? Are you giving it your time and attention? Are you taking your relationship with money seriously? Okay. Moving on to Sag. Right, Sagittarius. Let's see. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So, Sagittarius, this eclipse in Sagittarius is in your energy. In Gemini season, which is, you know, when it comes to Sagittarius, it's about relationships. And because it's the eclipse in Sagittarius, for Sagittarius, it's about you, your relationship with you. What is it that you need to change in relationship with yourself? Okay, I'm seeing, Sagittarius, that you have felt a need to be excessively rational, calculated in your actions, but there are things that you are not, that you've been cold towards because you felt you needed to be that way, and you've cut certain relationships out, but it's had an effect on you emotionally. You need to give yourself a break emotionally, and you need to create space for this, because it's not been easy for you. Your heart chakra, I'm feeling that your heart chakra has been affected by it. Set time aside during this time to heal your heart chakra, to elevate the vibration, to open yourself up and to make peace, more peace, you know, with the decisions you've made. There have been relationships that have closed out here that you've had to cut out. You felt you needed to do these things. You needed to stand up for you, and you needed to do what's right for you. There's somebody here that has a lot of love for you. Deep emotion for you. This person very possibly hasn't expressed it to you, but they feel it. And this person is wanting to come towards you with a new offer, a new cup of love. Spirit says that this person has found the most beauty in their life experience in you and with you. You must have had your reasons to cut this person out though. And you've had to do a lot of that of late, and it has had an effect on you. But yes, the Knight of Cups. This person is wanting to come in towards you. Now, what changes is it that you feel you need to make in relationship, you know? You know, you're aware of it. Whatever changes you've come to realize you need to make, Sagittarius. You need to know and understand that justice is coming in, and things will be set right in these relationships and these areas where you've been experiencing grief, because you've had to walk away from or cut certain things out because they caused you heartache. Five of Cups. They caused you a lot of heartache and sadness. It's not only one, it's a few. Sagittarius Spirit says that you know what it is you need to do, and you are willing to do that. Allow yourself to make the most of the energies, and allow yourself to open yourself up and align yourself with creating the space for these people to come in and make things right with you. You don't have to keep them in your lives, but it will give you peace, and it will it'll give you a sense of peace to set them free, you know, and to forgive them and to move forward in whichever way you feel serves you and them. You don't have to allow people back into your life that have hurt you. But forgiveness is always good. Forgiveness is accepting that sometimes people do stupid things. So people are going to always behave from a place that, from the depth that is ever present in their relationship with themselves. The relationship, they can only give you what they give themselves. So if the relationship with themselves is filled with lies, that's what they're going to give you. It's not about you. Come into a place where you can realize that how other people behave is seldom about you. It's always about them, and their relationship with yourself helps you to make peace and to set them free, and to set yourself free from the responsibility of feeling that you were inadequate, or that you did something wrong, or that you could and should have done something differently. Whatever it may be for you, Spirit is just saying it will do you and it will do them good to be able to have the conversations, make the changes, welcome the change that other people want to make in the way that they treat you. You have a tendency to cut people out, distance yourself from them if they're not playing according to the rules or doing the right thing. show yourself more compassion. Create space for your heart. Your heart is not always in agreement with your mind. Your heart wants love. Your heart wants certain things. Show yourself compassion. Create space for you to be vulnerable and to be sensitive in situations without compromising your well-being and without limiting your expectations. You deserve to be treated the way that you should be treated, the way you treat others. Okay. I'm going to do the readings for the other signs in another video. I trust and believe that this has served you well, and I hope you make the most of these energies, guys. It is a powerful time with this eclipse and the full moon in Gemini being on this around the same time. Okay, thank you so much for allowing me to channel your energy and bring you these messages from Spirit. Love and light until next time.